Now about overdoses at double the normal rate.
And experts are blaming the coronavirus. As David Winter reports, it's forcing them to make alarming recommendations.
Yeah, definitely.
And especially
it's heartbreaking.
I'm showing the daily coroner's report to the head of nursing at the Center for Addiction Treatment. 25 overdose deaths in the first 10 days of June. She says you can attribute some of it to addicts who are not getting the same treatment and human contact that they used to.
We never closed our doors, but we did have to cut our census in half. We've had to cut our bed space to allow for the social distancing.
This has probably been the toughest 10 days in the 5 years that we've worked this task force.
But it's not just the addicts that are on the coroner's list. The Hamilton County Drug Task Force, Heroin Coalition, and coroner called an emergency press conference today because occasional users are dying at an alarming rate as well.
If you're using recreational drugs out there right now, I mean, I sound like a broken record because I say it's Russian roulette every time, but it is.
And here's why. Coronavirus restrictions had closed off drug distribution channels, including fentanyl. So drugs have been weaker during the pandemic. Relaxed restrictions mean stronger drugs again that people were not expecting.
If you're using street drugs, there is a high potential you could overdose or die, especially right now.
It's prompting these law enforcement officers to do something unusual, encourage people to take precautions while using, including bringing along a sober friend like a designated driver.
There are fentanyl test strips. Make sure you have Narcan. Make sure someone can call 911, and it's extremely important that you call 911.
Marijuana led to pills, pills led to heroin, heroin led to everything else.
Recovering addict Aaron Henry says dealers put fentanyl in heroin, cocaine, meth, and even pot because it hooks their users. He asked one dealer,
I said, don't you care that you're killing the people that are buying from you? And he was like, no. He said, for every one that dies, there's 10 more waiting in line.
David Winter, Local 12 News.
And the head of the Heroin Coalition says he would, of course, prefer that people just stop using drugs. But short of that, again, he is suggesting those harm reduction tools that David was just talking about. Look for this story on our website. There we list places where you can get fentanyl test strips and also Narcan.